Slava Isusu Christu, glory be to Jesus Christ. We continue our series on a modern-day martyr, the life of Blessed Vasyl Velychkovsky. Today I'd like to tell you the story of his apartment in Lviv. Blessed Vasyl, of course, left Lviv in 1972, actually earlier, 69, when he was in prison, never came back to Lviv. From that time on, after he had left Ukraine, came to Canada, Brother Irene continued to live in that apartment with Brother Cosmas. And when the church became free in the early 1990s, they moved from the apartment to our monastery in Holosko. And the apartment was sold. And then it was resold. And in the mid-1990s, when Bishop Franciscan heard that this important historical place for our church was in the hands of some lay people who had no relationship with Blessed Vasyl at all, he took it upon himself to rebuy that apartment. And so he was able, for, in our prices, pittance, buy the apartment back. And it remained empty for a number of years. In the late 1990s, I was walking through Lviv with Father Yovan Pelech, and he came to this place in Lviv and said, "Oh, here Bishop Blessed Vasyl lived in this place. Do you want to see it?" And so he took me upstairs to the apartment and showed me this empty room with a cross on the floor in the tiles. And it was impressive. Of course, at that time, I didn't even know that I would be doing this work for Blessed Vasyl. Years later, when Blessed Vasyl was beatified, in 2004, Mary Jane Sianchuk and myself went to Ukraine to do research on Blessed Vasyl, to find people who knew him and who could tell us stories about his life and their relationship with him. And in that time, I brought Mary Jane to this apartment. And when she looked at it, she says, "Why is this in this state? Why do we not restore it to the way it was in Blessed Vasyl's day?" We had just seen other places of Redemptorist saints in Italy, and they were all restored rooms. The room of St. Alphonsus was a spiritual experience to come and to be in that room and to see his furniture. And so we said, let's do this for Blessed Vasyl. And so we began that journey. First of all, and we couldn't do it all in 1 year, in 2005 we began to clean the place thoroughly, to paint the walls, to fix the cracks in the walls, to clean the floor, scrubbing the floor, to get it all clean. 2006 we were unable to come back to Lviv. 2007 we were there, and we continued this work, besides everything else, to restore this apartment, to build what was called a peach, where it was the heating system for the room. Again, to clean the room properly, washing it. And that year, there was a Father Yovan Zadorozhny and Father Andrei Manko. Zadorozhny lived in that room, and Manko had helped to transfer all the furniture of Brother Cosmas back to Holosko. And so that year we went and we found the furniture, and they identified it, that this belonged to that apartment, this bed, this cupboard, this was the altar, this was the dresser. And so we were able to, the table, we were able to bring all these items that Blessed Vasyl used. And then the sisters had already given us his bed sheets, his bed coverings. Others gave us items that were used for the liturgy. We found books that were signed by him or had his signature, his underground signet in them. We found some of his vestments that some sisters had given to us. So we were able to restore that room with all that was needed for it. One of the objects that we found, which was very precious, was a black and white image of Christ carrying the cross with his with thorns on his head. That picture, I would say, was found in Holosko in the attic. And when Father Andrei found it, saw it, he says, oh, this was in the room too. We brought it down. He says, it was over the bed of where Blessed Vasyl slept. It was over his bed, hung on the wall. When we took that picture and looked at the back of it, it was a gift to Bishop Nicholas Chernetsky back in 1956 or 57. And it was a picture given to him on the occasion of his anniversary. And then on the bottom of the picture it says, on this April the 2nd at 8:42 died Bishop Nicholas Chernetsky, a righteous man. And I recall when Father Pelech took me in that first time way earlier years, he said, and you know that in this room, Bishop Nicholas Chernetsky died. And I was here, and I came and was forbidden. Why was he doing in Velychkovsky's apartment? And so we had to find a truck and transfer his holy body back to his place on Večerna Street so that the KGB would not wonder, would announce him dead in that room so that the KGB would not wonder why he was in Velychkovsky's. So with that witness, and with the witness of this picture, why was it hanging over that bed? We concluded that that bed, Velychkovsky's bed, was also the bed in which now Blessed Nicholas Chernetsky fell asleep in the Lord. This room was blessed by Metropolitan Ihor Wozniak in the fall of that year in 2007 in October, and it was a glorious blessing. And from then on, this apartment has been a place of pilgrimage. People come to pray in this apartment. They come and they receive information of Blessed Vasyl's life, see his video. We restored part of that room into a little, you could say, kiosk of materials, a TV with showing the videos. And the other part is as he was. We have some precious items in there, like the coat that he had, his winter coat that he had in Vorkuta from prison. He had brought it back, and one of the priests had it, and now it's in the museum. We have his vestments there, his tablecloths, the coverings for the bed, a board in which he wrote the book, Our Mother of Perpetual Help. There's many beautiful items there, and people come and pray there. They have a weekly service in this apartment honoring Blessed Vasyl. If you ever are in Ukraine, in Lviv, on number 11, Voznesenia Plaza is his apartment. You can find it also on our website, the address. It'd be worthwhile to walk up the same stairs that Blessed Vasyl walked, to be in the same room where he had his prayer life, where he was really the chancery, the center of the underground church when he was alive. Slava Isusu Christu. Glory be to Jesus Christ.